What's up, guys? I learned something new. So basically, you can clip into Rec 1, but you can only do it reliably as long as the ship hasn't exploded. So this is a brand new game in creative, so you can see what I'm talking about. Of course. This is a glitch, by the way. This is what happens when the terrain doesn't load. So I'm gonna try to force terrain to load here. There we go. Terrain is loaded. Let's head towards Rec 1. It's in the North Shore. The north is where the ship points, by the way. This is kind of like a northeast direction. So you see the cloud, you see this guy. So here's our wreck in question. It's right by Life Pod 6. Let me turn off Fast Swim. So now we can't abuse that as a way to clip into this. But while the ship's unexploded, you can get in pretty easily. So there's these beams here where generally this would be like where a data pad sits, but you can kind of like even go in like this, you can go in out like that. It's very easy. This doesn't always work. Let's explode the ship. It's supposed to change this wreck. Okay, so since we clipped in, it locked it into the clip in position. So we'll do this again. But this time what we'll do is we will initiate ship explosion first. So ship explosion. Let's just get up here to the top. So after that I have to figure out where we're going. So ship is exploded now. And what this will do is it'll change the wreck, the nature of the clip. Oh, excuse me. Fast swim off. Okay. Good lord. Got hiccups while I'm trying to do this. Now you can see I'm blocked. And that would happen even from here. So I have found a clip that does work, but it's not reliable. And I'm going to show you how I do it. It's probably going to take me a few tries to make it happen, but basically here we are at the same spot, right? So beams. We're going to want to climb into here. So just kind of come at an upward angle. We're trying to get our head up in here. And you can see I kind of clipped into this. Oh god, I can't see. So this is like the spot that we came in from over here. So we want to get next to this beam. And I want to go pretty slow. And if we're lucky, what will happen, I'll see it move me. There's like a really certain spot, and then I got myself stuck. Unstuck. Try that again. There's an angle in here that you can kind of abuse. Okay, I don't even need the sea glide to make this work, so we'll just take that off. And I'm honestly not sure how this works, but there is an angle where you can just kind of swim down here. You see how he kind of bumped down? Can I get him out? I'm swimming like left and right. It's not happening, so we'll just do this again. Like I said, this is like the most massively unreliable clip. So it can be done, but it's like frustrating. So here, and I would just suggest like coming down here and trying this a few times, because eventually you'll just kind of get lucky. I think it's like basically a pixel perfect clip, and once you get the pixel perfect clip, you will dive right in. You're gonna have to unstuck yourself out, because I don't think there is a way out of this. So definitely don't try without good air. But let's get ourselves in. We'll try this a few more times. I need to line myself up here, kind of push myself like that. Let's try with the sea glide, see if maybe that extra speed will help us out here. I know it's not totally needed, it's just why not? I'm trying to angle myself back towards the wall here. There we go. So I got it that time. Let's try that once more. See if there's like a better setup for this that maybe is slightly more reliable. So I was having better luck pointed at this like doorway. There we go, like right at the edge of the door. So let's try that once more time. Once more. Una mas. Come out here, do the clip. Oh god. No, yeah, there we go. I don't want myself pushed on this thing here. We want to be all the way against the wall. So up towards the door. Yeah, so like that's the pixel perfect clip right there. So here's our stuff down here that you can explore. Getting out, I think, is going to be a problem. There's usually laser cutters on the floor. If you see one like kind of in here, there's a good chance that here and like a spot in here are not scannable. That's just a game glitch with this particular version of the game. I don't think there's any clip possible through these guys. I mean, I've spent some time trying to make this work and I have not found a reliable method. So if you find one, I would love to hear about it. Let's get ourselves back out of here if we can. Launch on the Sea Glide. I'm gonna try to aim for this. There we go. Nope. Still didn't work. We'll just unstuck ourselves. That's the easiest way. I hope this helps somebody out. In fact, let's just do it one more time, just to make sure we're not like tripping out here, you know. Sometimes people get lucky. I've been lucky before, so put ourselves here. We're gonna come back up. I'm gonna try to point myself at the edge of that door. Nope. It was like here. Oh god. Okay. A little bit further up maybe. There we go. So playing around with that door lip, like this thing here, is really the key. Okay, so I think I got myself... no. There we go. Got myself out that time. So pushing yourself against this beam is kind of a good key setup point here. And then playing around with like this distance in here, it seems to be like the thing that makes it possible and impossible. So unstuck myself back out. You can just do this a few times until you're out of the ship. I think that's going to be all for today. I hope this really helps somebody. This, like I said, I just learned this, that the ship explosion affects how this works. So, good luck, guys.